Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk about perspective. Let's go. Perspective. That word is something serious. Like you really, really, really need to understand that word. Perspective. My translation, what I think it is, it's how you look at something, how you perceive something to be, how you, how something looks in your eyes and through your eyes. Significant people in my life passed away very early when I was younger, and there's two ways I can look at it. Being a kid, a young kid. Oh my God, they left, they died, they left me, they didn't care about me. Taking it personal and selfish like we do as kids because we're kids. We don't know, right? Or how I started to look at it as I got older, or how it was explained to me to change my perspective, I should say. Somebody had explained it to me. So, the new perspective would be they're not suffering no more. They're at a better place. They're happier. They're not worried. So that's looking at a same perspective, same scenario, somebody passing away, and then the perspective, looking at it from a different light, different perspective. Another perspective, I remember being in high school. I attended West Hill High School my freshman and sophomore year, and my father, my sister, my brother, and I, we actually had to move. We had to move to Bridgeport, and I did not want to move because I knew I'd have to attend another school. And if you knew me, I had this big old thing. I was big into the high school movies back in the day, and my thing was whatever high school I started my freshman career at, that's where I was going to finish. I was going to finish where I start is where I finish, and that didn't end up being the case, but that's all I could think of at that particular time. Throughout the beginning of my high school career. But I attended West Hill High School in Stamford, Connecticut, and we ended up having to move. And I'm gonna share the two I'm gonna share the two perspectives that someone kind of showed and shared with me, or how to look at it. And yeah, so we had to move. Didn't want to. Was comfortable where I was, very comfortable. I was becoming my own man, my own person. Great place in my life. Unfortunately, another perspective of that was my stepmother walked out on my stepfather, and at that particular point was working 2.5 jobs. So he wasn't around, he wasn't home. The kind of time, attention, and affection that he probably should have given, that he wanted to give, he couldn't, because he had to provide for us to make sure we had a roof over our head, food in the fridge, and clothes on our backs, right? And I was cool with that. Being, 15, 16, 17 years old. No, 14, 15. I'm at high school, freshman. I was cool with that because at the end of the day, I was able to hang out with my friends. I was able to hang out with my girlfriend or whatever have you. And then, I was able to, help raise my brother and sisters, right? One perspective. When I had to move, the perspective was, why me? Why are you messing up my life? Why can't I be happy? Yeah, you couldn't keep the house. Yeah, stepmom left. That's not our problem. That's not my problem. And this is how I was looking at it. This is how I was presenting my debate and my argument to my stepfather when we had to move. Two different perspectives, right? I hope you guys are understanding what I mean by perspective. Hey, man, you're not doing good in school, so you need extra help. How to look at that? And it's happened to me, actually, my sixth grade year when I was in Cluna Middle School. I was having issues with math, and my stepdad, they just said, you can't stay after school, you can't do any intramurals, any extracurricular activities till you get that D up. Excuse me, till you get that D up. And my math teacher at the time, Mr. Selly, shout out to Mr. Selly, she was obsessed with Mark Messier from the New York Rangers. I still remember. She took the time out and she helped me for like 2.5 months. I stayed after school almost every other day. And my participation in the class was phenomenal. It was awesome. And at the end of the day, when it all happened, when it was all said and done, when my stepdad came to school and sat down and had a conference with her and I, I looked at it two perspectives. I looked at it, I can act like I'm mad, act like Mama said, because my dad's here at school and I feel like I'm a man or the man and I can do my own thing or whatever have you. Or I can get my behind in this class, get this help that this lady is providing for me so I can be in intramurals, hang out with my friends, do what I wanted to do based on, fulfilling the task and what my stepdad asked me to fulfill in order for me to participate in what I wanted to participate in. Two different perspectives. So at the end of the day, guys, a great analogy of perspective. I got two of them, two good ones. One is somebody fills up a glass, a glass half full of water, and then you go around the room and ask people the question: is it full or is it empty? And people say it depends. Depends on what. And everybody will give their synopsis or their reason why it's full or why it's empty. And at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong answer. The true answer is it's all about perspective, right? And then there's another scenario that's a little closer. It means a little more to me, more closer to home, closer to heart. I had a mentor. His name was Malcolm P. Skeeter. I mean, this man dang near helped. This man damn near saved my life in a nutshell. I'm going through some tough times to our life, and he was actually a great mentor of mine, godfather, and he was everything. But I was going through a tough time, didn't have no money, wasn't working, going to school, community college after high school, and I was moaning and groaning and complaining about not having some sneakers or something that I really wanted. Wasn't working at the time. I was just going to school full time, doing my little work study, whatever have you. But, even then I couldn't keep money, didn't know how to save, didn't know how to budget or whatever. So I didn't have the sneakers I wanted because I didn't do what I needed to do. But I'm complaining and I'm groaning and I'm moaning about it, and I'm just, just having a horrible morning on my way to school. And he would give me a ride in the morning because we would go to the college together. And he said to me, check this out. He used to write poetry, damn good at it. And he recited this to me. He said, I was mad because I had no shoes until I saw a kid with no feet. I'm going to repeat that again, guys. And this, I kind of had an idea and knew a perspective. Man, at this point, I graduated high school, average student. I was, I still am a decent human being. So I had an idea what perspective was. But when this man recited this to me, it changed my life. At this point, I think I'm like 22, 23, 21, 22. So, young man. He said it again. He said, I was mad because I had no shoes until I saw a kid with no feet. Guys, when I tell you we got to the college campus, I'm getting teary-eyed now, so forgive me. I went into that bathroom and damn near cried like a little baby. I boo-hooed. It brought something out of me emotionally that I didn't even know was in me. And it was all about perspective. Here I am, a 20-something-year-old man, got a job, work study, can save money, can get sneakers that I want. And I didn't have them, so I was complaining. And there are other people at this time, it still is. There are other people in the world that don't even have feet to put shoes on. And I'm complaining about not having a particular pair of sneakers. Guys, when I say literally, figuratively, imagine, it changed my life. It changed what perspective meant to me. And yeah, that silence was me trying to figure out what to say, because after that, I hardly remember ever complaining about something like that again, if ever. I was mad because I had no shoes until I saw a kid with no feet. I broke that down in so many ways that day, and from that day on, even as I'm reciting it again now, some odd years later, I'm upset because I don't have sneakers that I want, or sneakers that I can get, or sneakers that I could have earned and worked for. And there are people in this world that have no feet to even put sneakers on. And here I am moaning and complaining and just carrying on. Perspective, guys. It's all about how you look at things. It's all about how you look at things. Yeah, there are good things that happen to people. Yeah, there are bad things that happen to people. And there's a lot of things that are out of your control. First off, control the things that you can. And the things that you can't. It's all about your perspective. How you look at situations. Perspective. Remember that. Perspective. You guys take it easy. I hope I spill some knowledge into y'all or out for y'all. And like any other time, so please like and subscribe. Comments, questions, thoughts below. Let's chit chat some more. Give me some more stuff y'all want to talk about, alright? Mind you, I'm only going to talk about what I know, what I've encountered, what I've encountered vicariously through someone, whatever have you. But let's talk, let's chit chat. Let's make this thing viral, y'all. Let's go. SOI. Peace. I'm out. You only got one life to live, so enjoy it. Peace.